Hello and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be watching some more Let Me Explain Studios. Now, last time I reacted to about two of her classics. We watched or what do we call it? Okay, one sec. Okay, so we watched Lost My Pants in Wonderland, and we watched, it was like God Bitten by Defending My Friend. You get the gist. Anyways, so we're gonna be reacting to some childhood stories from her, starting with the mouth accident, my terrible mouth accident. Okay, so let's watch it. Okay.
This is Pablo. Leave a message.
Pablo?
Oh, hey, Pablo. It's Henry. Listen, I'm kind of having one of those existential crises right now, and I could really use a legitimizing second opinion here.
Okay.
How are we still in a job?
Huh?
If no one in this timeline has a mouth, then what?
So, is he a tooth fairy? I don't want to be racist, but bro is a boy. Did not expect that. And yeah. How do you eat and talk with no mouth? I mean mouth. Why did I say math? What? Okay, whatever.
Why exactly is there a need for two fairies? And more so, doesn't this make this very difficult to tackle any mouth-related topics in this world? I just don't know. It just feels like a big oversight on the part of the creator.
Yup.
Anyways, call me back. Please.
I swear if Rebecca wakes
Bye.
up right now.
Hello, my geeks and peeps, my explainers and entertainers, my little oodle-lollies. Rebecca Parham here. You've read the title, you know what we're talking about, and I bet you're all saying to yourself, oh, Becca's got herself in a real pickle now. How's she gonna tell a story about her mouth when she doesn't have one?
Oh yeah, how is she gonna do that? Will she now start drawing mouths for this video only, or what is she gonna do?
Shush. Chill out, I got this.
Huh?
There you go, problem solved.
Oh.
Anytime I gotta show you a mouth, it's Post-its to the rescue.
Okay. Oh.
Alright, enough of that. Let's move on. Injuries, accidents, life-altering wounds that scar us physically and
God.
emotionally. Yeah, they make great stories, don't they? And don't we just love telling them? Dude,
Oh, yeah.
you want to see my scar? Got attacked by a mountain lion. Fought it off with my bare hands.
Huh?
That's his appendectomy scar. Mom! Honestly,
Lol.
I've been rather fortunate. I haven't injured myself too many times in life. I mean, my dad accidentally pulled my arm out of my socket when I was
Ooh.
6. I got hit in the face with a softball when I was in middle school and had a shiner for a week. I slipped in
Ouch.
water in high school and tore cartilage in my knee.
Oh my
A
God,
girl
I
in
know
theater
that
dropped a
pain.
heavy set piece on my foot and I had to do the rest of the shows with only one shoe on. I
Jeez.
broke my toe banging it on a platform trying to get
What
off
the
stage.
heck?
You know, maybe I'm more accident prone than I thought.
Yeah, no
I wonder how
doubt.
much football helmets cost. But my big injury story that I always tell people happened when I was very young. And it
Okay.
involves my teeth. I
Okay.
personally don't remember it at all, but my sister says she has a traumatizingly clear memory
Oh,
of it.
Jesus.
That, and of course my parents were there for it.
my
Actual
God.
content warning here, this story might get just a wee bit graphic because, you know me, I've never been averse to a little bit of blood.
Okay, so I guess this is a disclaimer for all y'all too. If you're a little young and you don't like blood, then I suggest you click out. Or at least skip to the part where we react to the next video.
Or a gallon or two.
Ooh!
For the brave souls still watching, let's get this show on the road. When I was
Okay.
about 3 years old, Dad wanted to have a
too
play fort
graphic.
built in the backyard for me and my sister.
Okay.
He called over a family friend who happened to be a carpenter so they could draw some.
Wait a minute, that's a bit smart on Rebecca's part. She doesn't draw a mouse, but she draws that beard thingy. Like, bro, look at this. Look at this. You, like, is it me or does it look like a brown Pac-Man eating his head slowly? Okay, let's just ignore that. Okay.
Plans and discuss how big it should be and where to put it. Mom wasn't home at the time, so to keep an eye on me and my sister, Dad let us run around the backyard while he and the carpenter talked things over. So in our
Okay.
backyard we had a porch, and by the law of the South, if y'all have a porch, you gotta have a porch swing. Which we did, though it wasn't a very good one. Dad was keeping a
Okay.
watchful eye on us, but as any parent will tell you, the worst things always happen when you turn your back for just a moment.
Yes,
and
it
when Dad
does.
wasn't looking, I managed to climb up on this porch swing.
Okay.
I stood up on it, and I guess in my 3-year-old mind, I thought I was on one of those playground spring
Oh,
horses,
yeah.
so I began rocking it back and forth. And apparently, I was not holding back. Your girl was chasing bandits in the Wild West somewhere, I don't know. Now, remember how I said this wasn't a very good porch swing? Well, good porch swings are designed so they can't flip over. But this
Yeah.
one, well.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Pause. For a second I was like, okay, what do you mean bad? But now I understand. Because porch swings are supposed to be designed to not flip over. Makes sense. Okay, continue. Oh my.
Dad heard my screams and he ran over in a panic. He lifted me up off the ground, and there was nothing but
Ooh,
blood.
ouch.
I had bitten through my top lip, which left this handsome little scar later.
Oh, ow.
And the force of the fall had pushed my front teeth back and up into my
Oh.
head. Without a moment to lose, Dad grabbed me and Rachel, threw us into the back of the car, and sped off to the hospital. Rachel sat next to me the whole ride, holding my head back so I
What
wouldn't
the-
bleed on everything. And being only 5 years old herself, naturally she was freaking out. And Dad was even more distraught,
Oh my
feeling
God.
like the worst father in the world.
Okay, it kind of looks like he fighted a bear right now. But there, let's not talk about that. Bro, imagine you're 5 years old and your little sister, you have to hold up your little sister's head so she does not bleed all over the car. That's just wild.
World. But as he quietly panicked to himself, all of a sudden he heard from the back seat, "A McDonald had a farm, E-I-E-I-O, and on this farm he had a cow, E-I-E-I-O." Well,
Why do kids sing songs at the worst possible moments? Rebecca is going to the emergency room and she's like, "Oh, McDonald had a farm." I'm not making fun of her. I'm just like, bro, why are kids like this? But whatever. I was a kid once too. So, yeah.
I guess that's what you call more rebound than a kickball.
Oh,
No, I
ow.
don't think Dad appreciated the musical number. When we got to the
Okay.
hospital, the doctors ended up having to push my teeth back into their original position.
You know what is good? This is probably going to be her baby teeth because she's what, like 4 or 3 years old in this thing. So it's a good thing that this is baby teeth because, I mean, if it's baby teeth, they're not going to be like, oh, we have to put it back in place, we have to fix it, we have to glue it back to your mouth. I don't know how that works because I'm no dentist. But if it was like adult teeth, then man, you would have lots of problems. I've never experienced it firsthand, but it's almost like, it's kind of like basic knowledge, but whatever. But if this is not baby teeth, then I might understand why she doesn't draw a mouse. Okay, back to the video.
But these teeth were pretty much destroyed.
Yep.
Oh, and when Mom showed up to the hospital, she said Dad was covered in blood and looked like that he'd lost a fight with an angry cat. Ah, poor
Ooh.
Dad. There wasn't anything more that the doctors could do at the hospital, but we still had to wait 2 weeks for me to heal before I could see a dentist. And what the
Oh, yeah.
dentist ended up having to do was give my front 2 teeth a root canal
Oh.
and then fill it with a compound so it would stay in my head
Okay.
until my permanent teeth were ready to come in. You know, I'm actually really glad that I don't remember any of this. I'm already insane in the membrane enough as it is. Who knows how bad I'd be today if I had to carry around this childhood trauma with me. The whole
Yep.
ordeal had basically killed my front 2 teeth, and they turned yellow. Also, the
Oh.
next tooth over needed a half metal crown on the back of it, and given that teeth are translucent, that made the tooth look green.
Oh.
So yeah, for the next few years of my childhood, I was walking around with yellow and green teeth.
Oh,
Just
my.
look at this jacked up mouth of mine.
Oh,
I think I
I
had
see
these
it.
teeth until I was about 6 or 7, and as you can imagine, such a blow to the face.
6, 7. Are you kidding me? Bro, this video came out 6 years ago, before 6, 7 was even a thing. So, oh my god, I hate 6, 7 already. But seriously, why is 6, 7 literally taunting us? Like, what? 6 or 7? Are you? I hate this. Also, I noticed this comment that says, Rebecca, we found why you sing when getting blood drawn. Maybe that's in a future video that we're gonna watch, but let's just, yeah.
He's not only messed up my baby teeth, but my permanent teeth came in wonky as well. In fact, when I went to the orthodontist to get braces in middle school, she discovered I had 4 permanent teeth that were supposed to come in, but were stuck up in my gums. I had to get teeth removed so they could come in. My mouth was a train wreck. Thankfully, I think I've finally got these chompers under control. They ain't perfect, but who could blame them after going through such misery? It's okay, teeth. You're good enough. That's why I never animate you.
Oh
and
my.
for those of you wondering, yes, my dad did eventually get that play fort built. I'd have thought he'd think twice about letting his clumsy daughter up in high places, but none of the Parham children ever fell out of that fort. I guess I set a pretty good example of what not to do.
If I was the mother, I'd be like, you know what? Play fort, yeah, a bit too dangerous. Maybe let's resort to a regular fort made out of pillows and blankets. So yeah, let's just continue with the video. I don't know why I'm talking so much, but I am reacting, so I get to say whatever I want. Almost.
You hear that, Mom? Your daughter's a trailblazer. Hey, Explainers, just wanted to say thanks to Eddie Boley for lending his voice as the Tooth Fairy in the opening skit. I'll leave a link to his channel in the description. I genuinely love his stuff, so go check him out. I also wanted to say a big thank you to my longtime friend, Megan.
Okay, so that's all for this video. Next, let's watch Back